Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Let's Talk on DNTWOK. My name is Olatunde, and the topic for today is actually capacity before exposure. Well, I have Mrs. Modupeola, Coach Modupeola Olatunde is here with me, and she is a coach and counselor. You know, it's someone you have always seen, but again, we're going to be discussing something, but that is very, very salient and particular to every one of us. So please stay tuned and enjoy the show with us. But before then, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all of our social media platforms in case you have not done so. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming on the show. Thank you for your time, and sorry for the inconveniences.
Thanks for having me always. Thank you. And happy new month.
Same to you too. All right, so we're talking capacity before exposure. What does capacity look like to you?
Capacity. I would say capacity is what you do in private that prepares you for what will happen in public.
Mm.
I started from that note because we do a lot of things preparing ourselves, setting ourselves right for things we want to display in public. A lot of things that we do in public says how much we have prepared for it in private. And I have this word I use very often and always. You cannot give what you don't have. I use it always. So a lot of times people don't really surprise me. I'm not completely shocked or surprised about seeing people that are at the top that you expect so much from, and you get disappointed. The thing is, they were not prepared for the positions they found themselves. So when they are there, they misbehave, they disappoint, they fumble. I will continue. It is the discipline you keep when there is no applause. I, Modupeola Olatunde, Coach Mo, I say something often. I love operating from the back seat. I enjoy it. I want to make my impact from the back where no one is aware I'm the one making the impact. I grew up like that, and I will get to it. I have been a Daystar member for over 20 years. And if you know Daystar Christian Center very well, Daystar builds. It's not just the church. Reverend Sam is not just building the church, he's building his people. So you want to do this, you want people to see you? No, I am not in that category. I don't even want you to know I am the one doing what I am doing. But a lot of people are not doing anything, but they want to take the applause. They want their names mentioned. They want the title. They want the position instead of the impact. So capacity, I will say, is choosing consistency over convenience, learning, practicing, and improving without recognition. Let me stop there.
All right, thank you so much for that foundation. Now, I'm going to come to you. Was there a moment that you realized that what you were praying for, you were actually not ready for it? The level you were praying for, but you're not ready?
Honestly, I will say unapologetically, no. I am not proud. It's just a self-esteem kind of a thing. It's not pride. Please, viewers, don't see it as she's proud. I'm not proud. I said it that I have been a Daystar member for over 20 years. So I have always been well prepared. I am not blabbing. I am not gilbishing. I am saying the fact. I attended the Daystar Academy from 100 level to 500 level. Then I attended the Leadership Academy. So I have always been this kind of a person that is, like my children would ask me, my first one is 25 years. Toluwanimi would always say, Mom, what exactly are you looking for? I just got back from Lagos over the weekend. I was in Lagos for a web talk conference. I am always learning. I will always want to unlearn. I know so much already, but I still want to know more. I am always learning. I am more current in my house than my husband and my kids. I am always learning. I just want to know what I'm supposed to know so that I can function very well. There has never been a time that I had any opportunity. In fact, I will add this. Rather, I have always been a threat to people that I meet in organizations. They will be like, no, she just came. She has to kill because I have something they don't have and they want to place me ahead of them. I have always had that confrontation. I have always had that issue. People have always fought me over, you just came. You can't take over from us. If somebody knows more than you, there is nothing you can do about it. The person will definitely take over. It's not pride. It's not cheating. What the person has, you don't have. So I have never, to crown it, I don't know if this will still get to it. I am fortunate through an organization I belong to have been enlisted with two different international organizations. The second one I can't remember, GSKN or something, but the first one I can't remember very well, GIZ. I am a regular training with GIZ. Nothing less than 4 times in a year. I am put in one capacity training or the other. Nothing less than 4 times in a year. So you can relate. Thank you.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. So how can we tell when the difference actually between it's not my season yet and when I'm procrastinating?
Not my season yet. Preparation.
Okay, so how can we tell the difference between that and procrastination?
I will use 2 different English. Preparation and avoidance. I am using just those 2 words. When you are preparing, you will see it as it's not yet your time because you know you're still preparing for it. But now when you feel you prepared enough and you keep avoiding things, that is procrastination. This opportunity comes, you're like, no, I'm not ready for it yet. No, I'm not ready for it yet. For whatever reasons, I'm using just 2 words to answer that. Preparation and avoidance. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for that. So what was the cost of being visible before you developed? From what you said before, you said you are always learning. So, and you prefer to do things from the back that nobody would know. But now, what can we say about you want to be visible, but you're not developed? So
reputation gets shaped too early. Your reputation is shaped too early. When you take your time to do things, I would say here that when you see buildings, I'm going to use buildings. When you see a very, very, very solid house, my late father-in-law has a house somewhere in Lagos in Iwaya. I am bringing this up because while he was building, he happened to get a land around a land where that was surrounded by water. Because I'm not an architect, I'm not getting the right words. So he kept sand filling. He kept sand filling. Now I will use that sand filling as preparation. He kept sand filling. According to Grandpa, the amount he spent sand filling would build another building entirely. But he had to keep doing it so that the foundation would be solid. If he had not done that, later over the years, rain kept disturbing, water kept disturbing, but because the foundation was solid, it wasn't swept away, it didn't collapse, it didn't crack. I'm sure someone can relate over there. Foundation is very important in any building. Sometimes it doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it doesn't have to be flashy. Sometimes it is not even impressive. Sometimes it is very, very, very quiet, but you have to stay committed to it. Now I will tell you a story of an organization. I know of an individual that has nothing upstairs. I am not insulting him. You know, he has a big stature, he has a name he feels he wants to protect. He is always after titles and positions, but he has nothing to offer. Like I would say, you know your capacity, you know your capability. Why do you enjoy disgracing yourself? I mean, you call yourself this, you call yourself that, you call yourself this, you call yourself that. When you are invited over, when the microphone is handed over to you, you mess up big time. You would hear an individual that feels he has a title. When the microphone is handed, you can see me. It's not pride. This is me. Then he holds the microphone and you keep hearing, without any points. But he wants his name to be mentioned here and there. He wants people to see him here and there, but he has nothing to offer. When you are not prepared, well prepared, and you come to limelight, to me, I will tell you, sometimes it goes along with shame. It goes along with shame. I will say that. Then I will say again, opportunities, can be mismanaged. You can mess opportunities up when your capacity is not solid enough to hold the position you are in. Your confidence can take a hit to criticism. I will say it again. Inconsistency in everything you do. And sometimes, someday, it becomes a show of shame. I will say again, instead of growth, pressure sets in. I want to add this. Growth exposes you. Stay in a quiet place and grow first. Naturally, when your growth is up to standard, you will be exposed. Someone will think about you somewhere. Someone will remember you somewhere. Yeah, I am not. It's not pride. In some radio stations, in some TV stations, when they feel, oh, we have this topic, it is a staff over there that will be like, Mrs. Olatunde will be perfect for that. You know why? Over the years, they know me. They know what I can do. They know where I am good. They know where I can deliver. Okay. My names are mentioned in places. Once the topic comes, people will be like, oh, Auntie Dupe. Thank you. Let me stop there.